They still got me focused. It's crazy. I got you. Mm-hmm. 114 touchdowns. 114 touchdowns. Yeah, back to back stars. Back to back stars. Fuck you ain't watching. Fuck you ain't watching. Fuck you ain't watching. Fuck you ain't watching. I know what I'm saying. Madden25. Yeah. Back in QB. Shit finna be active. Shit finna be free. This player this year. I'm not gonna cap. Kinda like go through preseason all that, bro. Hey, bro. Hey, dog. Yeah, I did win with the Falcons, though. Win the Super Bowl with the Falcons. Them niggas traded me to the Falcons and I won that shit. Imagine trading me. Matter of fact, imagine trade. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I'm on the Falcons or the Bears. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I tried to go to the Falcons and they traded me to the Bears. Matter of fact, I tried to go to the Falcons, then they traded me to Minnesota. Then Minnesota traded me to the Bears. Yeah, whole ass niggas. Yeah, I remember that shit. I remember that shit. Yeah. Yeah, I remember that shit. Yeah, I remember that shit. Them niggas traded me. Them niggas thought I forgot. Niggas traded me. I remember that shit. Yeah. But fuck them niggas. I won a Super Bowl with the Bears, with the Bears, right? Yeah. I got 3 of them, right? Yeah. 3 Super Bowls. Yeah. Available in the off season. Alright. Who's on my team? Who on my team though? Is Terry McLaurin still on my team? Turn. Okay. Alright. Okay. Give me 1 second, chat. chat. We like, literally like what, 1 minute? We back. We gotta fix this little joint. And then we good to go. What I just did, 4 hours straight. 4 hours, 5 hours straight. I know this for all the people that miss my Madden streams. I got a whole bunch of Madden subscribers on my stream, so people probably been like, damn, bro, what the fuck you got? You forgot about it? No, I did not forget about y'all niggas, but the reason why I'm on that bitch right now, I just had to grind 2K26 up. But you about to be back on here on the regular. I forget about my matters. My football time. How did they ever forget about it? I ain't gonna forget about it. I just did 4 hours. I'm trying to roll it up. I know it's probably tough to wait for shit. Y'all watch me on Madden, y'all know what's worth it, bro. Once a nigga is tired, nigga need a break. So, yeah, I'm still sick. Still sick. Still trying to smoke. But I'm grinding. So yeah. We ain't gonna be doing too much. This shit's preseason right now. I know how preseason go. They're gonna put me in for 1 quarter, 1 line. Next one, they're gonna put me in 2. Next quarter, next preseason, they're gonna put me in 3. That shit easy.
Tonight, from Soldier Field in Chicago, it's week 1 of the NFL preseason on EA Sports. It's the Chicago Bears taking on the Tennessee Titans.
Just off Lakeshore Drive, nestled next to Lake Michigan, that's where you find historic Soldier Field in the great city of Chicago, Illinois. Chicago offense set to get started. Throwing to start the drive. Barnes. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. He's got it. He got it. And he'll be touchdown to the end, but a big play on that one.
I guess we got a good idea about what the game plan is for attacking the secondary. No beating around the bush with this curve. His first throw of the game is a deep shot, and it connects. That's a tendency breaker right there because normally you build up to the big shot, but not in this case.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Off the play fake. Barnes. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Barnes. Eluding the pressure right. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. They give him 10 that time. He was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. Here's 3rd and a few inches. Looking to throw. Barnes buying time to his left. And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the 1st down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
Back to throw. Barnes. Got his man, and it's caught for Chicago touchdown. Christian Kirk from 6 yards away. And the Bears are able to extend their lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He threw a touchdown pass last time they had it. And he'll look to get him in the end zone again here as they start with the 1st down. They'll roll him out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball. But he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space. Couldn't uncover at the end of the route. And that one winds up incomplete.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. It's caught inside the 25. And this will get him all the way inside the Tennessee 20. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. The quick slant caught. Touchdown Bears. Christian Kirk ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Bears are able to add on to that lead. Still 1st quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to it. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah.
They only let me play one quarter because I'm the starting quarterback. We're in preseason. In preseason, so yeah. It'd be like that. It'd be like that. Play the first and second quarter, man. First and second quarter. That first preseason game be dumb as shit. It'd be like, bruh.
Tonight, from Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, it's week 2 of the NFL preseason on EA Sports. It's the New England Patriots taking on the Chicago Bears.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Take the field. They'll have very good starting field position here after the turnover as they search for the first points of the ball game. Now a play fake here on first down. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Touchdown! 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Bears take the early turnover and convert it into the opening touchdown. And nowadays in NFL football, you have to account for all the receivers, sure, but the tight end's such a weapon, and they prove it right there.
Oh, without a doubt. And we're seeing now the golden age of tight ends catching the football. I go back to Kellen Winslow. To me, he was the prototype of what we're seeing today. We're seeing it each and every week now.
Appreciate that. Man, that bitch is quick. Copyright.
Their quarterback quarterback leading this offense back out. He had the touchdown pass on their previous drive, and they'll search for another score as they begin here with a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Barnes forced out to his, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
They go play action here on 1st down. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked over for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
They'll look to throw again, being chased out left. And he's taken down inside the 30. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
Play action. Barnes. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
So now here in the 2nd week of the preseason, you'd expect the starters play a little bit more than they did in week 1, but not a whole lot.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, what are you looking for?
What you're looking for is things getting cleaned up as you go along, because most of your playbook's probably in.
And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A leap and he's got it. Marvin Harrison Jr. high in the air to bring it in. And the Bears have taken the lead. So a one-handed grab in the end zone. Nothing much more rewarding than that for a guy catching it.
Not at all. And with what we just saw there, that type of a one-handed catch, what's next? Maybe they go up and almost Velcro with their jersey in the ball. That's about all that's left. That play, simply spectacular.
So a one-handed grab in the end zone, not much more impressive than that. Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He's got 2 touchdown passes on his first 2 drives, and he'll try again here on drive 3. Throwing to start the drive. Barnes. He's got him in. Complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That goes for a gain of 31.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Looking to throw. Barnes. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. Touchdown, Bears! A great play there. Ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Bears have moved out in front.
I'm ready to chase my first.
Well, CD, that's his 2nd touchdown already. And how about this offense? 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
An absolute total team effort right now. And let's face it, I don't think he's done. We're still in the first half. There's a lot of time left to go. I don't know what they're going to do on the other side trying to slow him down. But right now, he's feeling it.
Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He had the touchdown pass on the last drive, his 3rd already in this first half, as he'll try again with the first down.
Off the play fake. Barnes. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Off play action. Barnes. He'll air this one out for Kirk. It's caught inside the 25. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Christian Kirk, 72 yards. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember it was a play when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
I got about 3 Super Bowls. I know all these niggas in the NFL. Okay.
Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He's been unstoppable in this first half. 4 touchdown passes on the ledger already. Closing in on the all-time record in the first half, by the way, which is 6 touchdown passes as this drive starts 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Barnes. That ball caught by Harrison. And they'll get it out just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Back to throw. Barnes. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete. But the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. Looking to throw. Barnes. And his throw here is incomplete. As we thought they might do here in week 2 of the preseason, they've left their starting quarterback out there for this second quarter. And I would imagine we will not see him after halftime.
Yeah, this is the time of year you've got to get your backup some reps and make sure you protect your starting quarterback.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Now a battle for the football, and it's caught. It's a touchdown. Christian Kirk, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bears have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Okay, we need to double check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats. But what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice, healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And right
I just said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down,
Good luck.
he's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
Out is their quarterback with his offense to take over once more. He's been utterly remarkable in this first half. 5 touchdown passes already. This could be a record-breaking performance as he'll start again on 1st down.
Throwing to start the drive. Barnes. Escaping the pressure right.
That one complete downfield to Kirk.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Barnes. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's intercepted. Good take by Xodwvonngaming. And the Patriots are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
He's been saying really that 3rd.
So, Charles, this is a game that certainly had some intrigue, but I think you and I both agree we like the decision to not play overtime in preseason and just call it a draw.
I played 2 teams. The next game after that, I could play 4. It's just preseason right now, too. Sleep yet. I ain't been to sleep yet. I'm just grinding on that bed. What the hell, what the fuck? It's 4 hours on 2K.
Tonight, from M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland, It's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Chicago Bears.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And leading them out, their veteran quarterback.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure, and he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
Off the play fake, Barnes. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 28 yards.
I'm sure after he called the ball and looked up, he thought to himself, uh-oh, trying to find some space, trying to make people miss. But a swarm of defenders were there, and they dropped him behind the line of scrimmage.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Off play action. Barnes. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
That was his first target of the game. He's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
He'll air this one out for Kirk. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defenders' minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Going to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
Well, that's one way, and a good way, to get things going offensively. One play in, and they're already on the move. The defense, they're hoping that's not a sign of things to come as this game unfolds.
Back to throw again. Flush to his right. That's going to be caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Off the play fake, Barnes, touchdown. from 3 yards out. And the Bears are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore.
This is where, as a tight end, you've got to really sell that this is a run. They're going to fake the give, hope the linebackers bite, and here they do just enough. That split second, that's all it takes for that tight end to leak out into the end zone. Touchdown.
Someone trying to church, someone trying to knock on the back line, Madden 25. Madden 24, Madden 25, whatever. Yeah. Madden 25.
Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He had the short touchdown pass on their previous drive. And they'll begin again here on 1st and 10. Play action. Barnes rolling to his right. Pass complete there to Harrison. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him. They try to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
On the move to his left. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. Watches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. A huge play there for Chicago. 48 yards.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has two options. Cut off the route and come back to help, or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter, and it turns into a huge play.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Looking to throw. Barnes. Batted by the safety, but caught anyway. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? So roughing the passer here, even though said passer wasn't a quarterback.
And this is a call, partner, I think you might see once a decade or so. But the officials know the rules better than anyone, and you have to know them when you're on the field. Anyone throwing the ball gets the same protection as a quarterback. So if he gets it late, that's definitely going to draw a flag.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down. Off the play fake. Barnes to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Anytime they think they've got him open beyond the markers, you know they're going to throw it his way. And that's not going to change even after that incompletion was forced.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Marvin Harrison Jr. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Bears have taken the lead. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
You know, I did 50 live streams in September. Trying to get monetized. Trying to get monetized before this year. Oh,
Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He's thrown a couple of touchdown passes already in this first quarter, and now looking for more as his guys begin 1st and 10. First play.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Off the play fake. Barnes. Swing out for Kirk.
To get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
And he's going to go down. He's backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence, does a great deal for your team, gives them the lead, and they feel really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far, because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That one good for 26 and a first down.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that poster out there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Barnes. Flushed out right. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Well, the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
Now a 2nd and 10. Off play action. Barnes. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Off the play fake. Barnes. And that is incomplete. He had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So touchdowns on their first 2 drives, but looking like that won't be the case here.
Yeah, it looks like someone put their dukes up a little bit, doesn't it? Maybe decided to finally make a stand, because those first 2 drives...
Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. He's got to be feeling pretty good, playing well. Team has the lead, so just looking to mount a drive here that ends in the end zone.
And all quarterbacks will tell you, hey, we love a running game, helps us out. But at the end of the day, they want to rely on their arm, throw the football, feel good about things, keep things moving in the right direction. Right now, that's exactly what we're seeing.
And we'll see if that continues. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
2nd and 9 now. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, what a move. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
There he goes, and for good reason. Running with it has paid dividends earlier in this game and earlier on this drive. And until they prove they can stop him, I don't think he's going to be shy about continuing to run for first downs instead of airing it out.
Throwing on first down. Barnes. And that's caught. One-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. That one good for 37 yards.
Well, he worked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively, just too hard to keep him under wraps. He delivers a big play here for this offense.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33. Operating from the gun. Barnes. He stiff arms him. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Barnes. And this is going to be intercepted. Trayvon Merrick. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look.
And ball was not as tight as I thought it was about to do.
Last time out, of course, he threw the interception, then they gave up the touchdown. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side is... And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown.
Oh, fuck me.
So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainer.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this. Say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we sing it, looks like somebody's ready to begin the regular season, skipping over halftime here in the final game of the preseason. 3rd quarter, here we go. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
action. Barnes. That is incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. The Bears offense out there set and ready to go. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. Well, there have been a ton of sacks, and just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Barnes. He finds his man complete. That's Gallagher. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 41-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, and that was a nice job of improvising, but it's not normal. Usually when the screen pass is taken away, you're taught to just throw the ball at the ground at the feet of the receiver so that you don't get it intercepted and just start over, but he ended up finding another receiver.
Off the play fake. Barnes. This is caught. It's Kirk. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 24 yards.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far in this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Barnes. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back to the 24. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Back to throw. Barnes. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Operating from the gun. Barnes. Got his man, and it's caught for a short touchdown. Christian Kirk from 4 yards out. And the Bears have answered back with a 3rd quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead.
on those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. They'll try and throw for it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. And in the fourth quarter here, they were trying to push that to a 3-point game. Instead, it will stay low.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for 2 too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up 2, right? So a field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for 2 here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done, though.
So, Charles, this is a game that certainly had some intrigue, but I think you and I both agree. We like the decision to not play overtime in preseason and just call it a draw.
Partner, I want to meet the person who disagrees with this decision, and I just wonder what took so long for the league to arrive at this conclusion. They put the rule in for the 2021 season, and it should have been in a long time ago. Yeah, some rookies might miss some plays, but all in all, no one's paying attention when we get to the end of a preseason game.
So that'll do it for us, for Charles Davis and all our crew. I'm Brandon Gunn. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Baltimore, good night, everybody.
My fault, y'all. I've been streaming for like 5 hours. Excuse me, but I gotta find some way to laugh at myself. So, my fault, I'm irritating y'all niggas. I gotta find some way to keep myself up, though. Y'all give me about a minute and a half. I'm gonna go look this. Maybe it's cool, I mean, not school, y'all know what I mean. God damn, that shit sounds so bad. Doobie. Oh shit, nigga say you gotta go to school. Hell no. Take my medication. so sick to the house. Niggas down the hospital. I thought I took all of these, bro. What the fuck? I could have sworn I took all of these bitches, bro. What the hell, bro? I thought I took all of these, bro. Fuck me. This shit just tastes nasty as shit. Damn. She said, swing on please. He's up a little further. Gotta go against Chase Young, colors. Y'all give me like 1 second. Check. Yo, Madden25. We still grinding with this my second stream. It's been like 5 hours plus. Yeah. I'll give me about 1 minute. What the fuck is that, man? Oh, that's rain. Sound like it's about to flood.
Today, from Soldier Field in Chicago, it's week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Chicago Bears taking on the New Orleans Saints.
Soldier Field opened back in 1924 with the Bears becoming 10-71, and what a home field advantage it has become here in Chicago. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And a glance here at the vet. He's got a lot of years under his belt in the National Football League.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yards with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
Off play action. Barnes escaping the pressure right. Open man is Marvin Harrison Jr. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down.
I know some guys that love to start the year off with a deep shot downfield, trying to be getting things up with a run ball. That might be the more exciting option, but I think that this was the smarter play.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Barnes. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there, nearly an opening drive INT. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go, ball on the 43. Off play action, Barnes. They'll get that complete to Harrison. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That's good for a 1st down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive. Somebody missed an assignment. He was waving his arm saying, hey, I'm wide open. They found it.
You think? You think? I mean, he was so wide open. Did you see he was just windmilling like he was Don Quixote or somebody out there? And then they found him for a really nice gain.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. Barnes flush to his right. Nifty move. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
opted to run for it. The decision a good one, picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
I can't be sure how much of that was planned pre-snap, but it certainly opens up some avenues for their offense. And if he can stay a threat to break off those kind of runs, it'll pull defenders away from coverage and open up some choice throwing lanes for him moving forward.
Off the play fake, Barnes. This will be caught inside the 10. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
First and goal, a good chance for our first touchdown of the new season. Back to throw, Barnes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. A 7-yard touchdown drive. And the Bears are on the board here first in the season opener. Excellent start there. First drive of the season, big-time success, putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you got game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
Out is their quarterback with his offense to take over once more. He had the touchdown pass last time they had it. And they'll start here with a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Barnes. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Looking to throw. Barnes. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Myles Murphy able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. Off play action. Barnes.
Oh, shit.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there?
They got me right there.
The Bears now ready to take over again. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing in their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond.
I'm going to get back.
Off the play fake. Barnes. Open man is Kirk, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the play.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Off play action. Barnes sliding out of the pocket. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Barnes slings this deep from McLaurin.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 35. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Off the play fake. Barnes. That's caught by Harrison right side. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Now a timeout called for by the offense. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. On 1st and 10, Barnes. And that's going to be incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play. 7-7 our score after 1. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it with a third down coming up. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal get you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up 1st and goal.
Operating from the gun. Barnes flushed out right. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Christian Kirk from 3 yards out. And the Bears have taken the lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
We got to be streaming for 7 about 20 minutes. Shit crazy as fuck. Still ain't go to sleep. I don't know how to fuck him up.
Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He already with a couple of touchdown throws in this first half as his guys start 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Barnes. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Operating from the gun. Barnes eluding the pressure right. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down. Play action. Barnes. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Escaping the pressure right. And able to get this one across the 45. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Now that's a quarterback who's in charge out there right now. Wants to throw the ball on third down, doesn't find anyone open, tucks it away, takes off, and picks up the first down. Not by a little, but by plenty.
This offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10.
Off the play fake. Barnes. He finds his man complete. It's Harrison. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Great change up there on the route and got that inside release, made it a successful pitch and catch.
Well, the first thing you want to do is have him thinking that you're going outside, make a move in that direction. Then you really don't run the route against the whole body of the defender. You run against a half of him, and the inside half, and he took it right across his face, got inside, and won that route in a big way.
And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. And now they'll shift things around.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Barnes. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
What a drive. This has been just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Back to throw. Barnes dancing to his left. And he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. The big fella. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. And how about the big boys showing off the wheels?
Let's face it, anybody who watches a game, even if it goes against your team, when there's a big...
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
He said, "What's up, man? You in the man, man? I see you getting this space to break through defense." So
that would overturn. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. The fumble on first down now. Here's 2nd down.
Looking to throw. Barnes. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Barnes, flush to his right. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Christian Kirk, already his 2nd touchdown in his opening weekend. And the Bears go up by 2 touchdowns. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
He was waiting on my pass, man. Shit crazy.
Now comes his field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And how about the start?
Shit.
Throwing to start the drive. Barnes. And incomplete on the deep ball.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Off play action. Barnes. Flushed out right. And this will take it into the right sideline. The throw line a little too far. It brings up third down. To throw on third down. Barnes. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up fourth down.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. They've got the lead. He's a big reason why. Looking sharp so far.
And as we travel around the league, we see quarterbacks get it done in a variety of ways. But today's NFL does tell us one thing. If that guy doesn't play well, their team's not going to win. And right now, he's got his team in the lead.
And now they'll look to extend that lead. On first down, Barnes. He'll air this one out for Kirk. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big play there just before halftime. 47 yards.
What a game he's having. They've not been able to stop him or even slow him down. He's got 2 touchdowns already. That could have been a third. He's got the secondary coach asking people for answers. Can you help me out? Because we are not slowing him down.
Goodness gracious, that is an OD-ass fucking play. What in the fuck?
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Barnes, eluding the pressure.
Oh, fuck no.
And that is caught. A great effort there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Bears will extend their lead here just before halftime. It's only week 1, CD, but right now this offense, they look in mid-season form.
And what we're seeing is the benefits of all their dedication in the offseason. OTAs, mini camps, preseason, you name it, they did it. All that work in preparation, we're seeing them play.
And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
That was a crazy-ass fucking play, man. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. That's why I miss playing Madden, bro. It was so many fucking crazy-ass play like the bro. I'm doing this shit like 24, too. Oh, what play did I pay, bro?
Throwing to start the drive. Barnes. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Barnes.
Oh.
And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
And he will have the first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Off play action. Barnes. Over the middle, he'll get it to Harrison. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Chase Young. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Back to throw. Barnes. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in a defense. He finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting a 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down. Barnes.
Whoa.
And it's intercepted. And the Saints are going to have it here at their own 15. He threw the interception on the previous drive, but that only led to 3 points. Defense held to a field goal. They're still working with the lead here as they start out 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Escaping the pressure right. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, here's a classic second guess. I thought he had a better chance of a positive play if he just ran it himself. The coverage downfield was really good. That one falls incomplete.
Fuck it, just go out. Fuck it.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Steps away to his left. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the 1st down of the process.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on third down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Barnes. He'll buy some time right, and he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
And a small play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. Looking to throw. Barnes buying time to his left. And that is incomplete.
It's been a nice day for him as a passer and as a runner. One of the few mistakes he's made in this ball game. The wrong choice on that one. That one goes incomplete.
On 3rd down, Barnes. That is caught and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
To the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, Barnes. Got his man, and it's caught for Chicago. Touchdown. A great play there. 2nd touchdown here this opening weekend. And the Bears are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1, oh good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want, but there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to... The Chicago offense set to get started. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. Throwing to start the drive. Barnes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Christian Kirk with now 3 week 1 touchdowns. And the Bears are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Charles, a well-thought-out play, beautifully executed, and look at the scoreboard and where we're at in the 2nd half. They are on their way to a 1-0 start to this season.
Exactly what every team in the league dreams of. Winning your season opener, getting off to that good start, and building confidence for the rest of the season.
The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the 4th quarter, and now can really take some time off the clock. Throwing to start the drive. Barnes. Over the middle, complete. That's Cochran. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think he continued to do so.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Back to throw. Barnes. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. On first down, Barnes. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Okay, so roughing the passer, I've got to imagine that's the last thing you want to see week one is your quarterback taking an unnecessary hit.
I think you're exactly right about that. You hate it any week, but boy, you are on target. This is this dependent on him to take him through 17 games, so you definitely can't let him get hurt right now.
And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. The offense on third down tonight, can't fault these numbers, 7 for 9 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Forced out to his left. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. And that gain of 9 buys him a new set of downs. Looking to throw. Barnes. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Marvin Harrison Jr. from 3 yards out. As the Giants are able to push that lead out a bit further. So this looking more and more like it is going to be a successful kickoff to their campaign as they add on here.
And partner, you know NFL coaches, they're on the sideline thinking about all the little things that need correcting. But for the most part, they've got to be ecstatic with the way the season has started out.
The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions. That one looks like he'll throw here. Flush to his right. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
To throw again, Barnes. Able to get him, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. A CD, a little bit of feast or famine for him. He's had some success throwing the football, but also now he's been sacked 4 times.
Yeah, you just mentioned the 4 sacks, but you're right. He has managed to hang in there and make plays at times. His offensive line, they've got to figure it out and pick things up and give him more opportunities, and he has to help them by getting rid of the ball a little bit quicker as well.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Harrison. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's got to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of the season.
So for Chicago, that'll be a happy locker room as they start the season 1-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Bears get the win at home as we say so long from Soldier Field.
Appreciate everybody that's watching. Appreciate everybody that's tuning in. Appreciate everybody that liked that. Appreciate everybody that said that. Appreciate everybody that's just vibing with me. Appreciate everybody that's just in the morning time tired of shit. Just go on their phone and just look and just saying this shit. So that we just started watching. Hey, if y'all don't know, chat, I got three Super Bowls. So, and I'm number 1 on the legacy leaderboard if I retire. So, full championships, 19 regular wins. Yeah. That's how good I am. That's how good I am. Trust me, this shit is not easy, Chuck. I done went to the Super Bowl, I think, like 5 times. I lost about twice. I won 3. So I think this shit easy. It's definitely not. Alright, chat. You've officially been live for 7 hours. 7 hours I've been live. I ain't go to sleep. So I definitely appreciate everybody that sent me books. Even though y'all just left and all that. But yeah. Appreciate the 2 people that's in this bitch right now.
Tonight, from State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona, it's Sunday Night Football on EA Sports. It's the Arizona Cardinals taking on the Chicago Bears.
We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. Offense for their first drive of the game. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
We talk so much about how coaches script things, especially on offense, to start a season, to start a game, whatever it is. Could they have scripted a better start in terms of playing? Offensive player of the week in the NFC, and his team won their season opener.
Absolutely. Perfect start to the year, but all the talk was, hey, that was week 1. Now we got to move forward.
Let's do it again in week 2. That's what he's told his teammates.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
Based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try to get us ahead and try to keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Play action. Barnes being chased out left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A huge play there for Chicago. 43 yards. Well, okay, he says, yeah, I see you, OBJ, from a few years back, but tight ends can make one-handed catches too.
Are you saying tight ends are wide receivers as well? That's essentially what you're telling me,
I mean, the lines are becoming more and more blurred.
Look, they're extremely versatile, make all the same plays, and those gloves, they work pretty well too.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Back to throw. Barnes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. They scored the most points of anyone on opening weekend, and now first quarter touchdown here.
And while there's no guarantee that all the points they scored in opening weekend are going to hold up and be the average all year long, They're certainly starting to set that type of a pace, and what you do with that is you put in the heads of all of your opponents, we've got to really be ready on defense because these guys know how to put the ball in the end zone.
You think they can keep piling on the points like this?
I think they can if they're prepared to adjust and adapt because they won't see the same defenses week in and week out.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive. They watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2. Off the play fake, Barnes, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Fast, slow, it doesn't matter. If you give a quarterback enough room to escape, he can hit you for a big gain. You've got to give him a little more focus moving forward.
Throwing on 1st down, Barnes. Flushed out right. Sideline throw, that's caught by Kirk. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense in the sense they've been able on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
I remember the name. I remember the name too. I have the name.
Off play action, Barnes. He finds his man, complete. It's Harrison. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
When you're running the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
They'll roll him out right. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. It's their quarterback. 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from evening this one up. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it.
Last time I checked out.
He capped off that last drive himself, had the touchdown run. Now he'll take over here again, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Barnes eluding the pressure right. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Looking to throw. Barnes escaping the pressure right. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll be brought down with a penalty flag on the field. It was a late decision to throw, and it might have been too late. So the big play nullified, a legal forward pass.
And maybe we know why they were able to get such a good chunky yardage on that play. That pass was illegal.
Off play action. Barnes out to his left. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. To throw on third down, Barnes. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Throwing to start the drive. Barnes, flush to his right. Toward the sideline, intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Battle. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back on. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And they worked this well upfield across the 45. The Bears 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to take care of business in front of the home crowd last week.
Yeah, it's always nice to get that opener at home, but now things get a little bit tougher. The good thing for them, though, is they take a little extra confidence with them when they head out on the road.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Barnes flushed out right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drop reaches the end zone.
Eluding the pressure right. Oh, wide open receiver. It's Harrison. Touchdown, Bears! Marvin Harrison Jr. with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others. And the Bears have taken the lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in Week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He's thrown for 2 touchdowns and run for another. Throwing to start the drive. Barnes. Escaping the pressure right. Nice little juke. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He'll get in the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. Looking to throw. Barnes. Dancing to his left. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
Now he lets it go deep for Kirk, and that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they take a decent shot, CD, and the flag comes out for pass interference.
Yeah, a little DPI, as they like to call it in the business, right? And the farther you get downfield, the more frenetic things get, and the more calm and controlled.
And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And he's going to look that one in one-handed. What a catch for the touchdown. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today is track shoes.
Yeah, it's been an absolute drag meet so far. Fun to watch. He threw his 10th touchdown on the year last time they had it, and he'll look to keep it going here with a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Barnes. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's nearly a 40-yard gain on the opening play of the quarter.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Back to throw. Barnes. Flush to his right. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain. Looking to throw. Barnes. Flushed out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Back to throw. Barnes. Eluding the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Barnes escaping the pressure right. That's to the pylon and incomplete.
And I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Barnes. Touchdown! Christian Kirk from 13 yards out. And the Bears take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. He has been on his A game. We're in the third quarter. He's already in search of touchdown pass number 5.
He's played so well that it's hard for me to take my eyes off of him, even when he's not on the field. I keep finding my eyes finding him on the bench in between series, wondering what he's going to do next. This has been a blast to watch him play the position.
He's been spectacular. There he goes, left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That one's up going for 31.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Barnes. He'll air this one out for Kirk. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Pushing his way through. And the Cardinals are going to take possession as they got it at the 42-yard line. This now a much closer game. Can't afford any more mistakes like he had on the last drive. Throwing the interception led to a touchdown. Off the bootleg. Barnes rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Barnes steps away to his left. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 14 yards in a Chicago 1st down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. And the Cards are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And the interception that ended their previous drive, that might be one we look back on and say that was the turning point of this game.
Hey, partner, guess what? There's still time for a few more turning points in this ball game. They're only 1 score down.
Yeah, true. I mean, we could have some twists and turns. Stay tuned. Lucas Van Ness getting free there to bring him down.
That sack doesn't change the offensive game plan. They always want to air it out and try and get the ball downfield quickly. They're going to have to block a little bit better, though, because the urgency and pressure just increased. Twice the distance now just to get a 1st down.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down.
So, Brandon, we signed in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Barnes. Lucas Van Ness. That's now back-to-back sacks, and it brings up 4th down. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. First down, Barnes. Buying time is left. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. But Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
But the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
Throwing on first down. Barnes. Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Looking to throw. Barnes. He finds his man. Complete. That's Harrison. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 36 yards on the play. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Back to throw. Barnes. Flushed out right. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Bears have taken a 4th quarter lead. The quarterback run has eaten him up all game long, and there he goes again, this time into the end zone.
And what I like about what I'm seeing, absolutely running almost with impunity. He's not worried about his body. He's not worried about sliding. He's not worried about protecting himself. He's worried about getting yardage. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, you've got to start figuring out what these blocking skills.
Shit, I like it so much.
Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Off play action, Barnes. He finds his man, complete. It's Harrison. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. And now what's this? They fake the spike. He'll throw it. But it's not going to work. He'll go down, and they got him. Christian Harris there finding his way home to record the sack. Off the play fake. Barnes sliding out of the pocket. Throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
He finds his man, complete. It's Harrison. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the fourth. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. Off-play action. Barnes. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated.
Ooh.
That is intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Cardinals are going to take. It's a touchback. And they'll take over at the 20-yard line. And my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception.
Please don't let him. Please don't let him. Please don't let him.
Onto the field now come the Bears. Start the drive. Barnes eluding the pressure right. Slings this deep from McLaurin. Oh, and that is incomplete. And we got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
The Chicago offense set to get started. Well, their defense did the job, got off the field without giving up any points, and now, Charles, all they need here is a field goal, and they get the victory.
Yeah, and this is the way I love overtime. I'm one of those really, really old school guys that like sudden death right from the beginning. But we've got it now because any points wins the game. On defense, get a safety, a pick six, fumble return. You can win it as well. So I'm really looking forward to this series and see how both sides play it.
Now a first throw here in overtime. And his throw's going to be incomplete. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward, and it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off, but in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down. Part of the reason we're in overtime, all the interceptions he's thrown in this game, but that was a good throw right there.
Hey, he's really not daunted, is he, partner? I mean, it's been interception palooza for him, and he's still pushing it downfield, trying to make a play, and he was successful on that throw.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Barnes. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. Barnes. Comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night. So he hooked up with a veteran there, and in overtime, that's not a bad idea. Go with the age and the experience.
Yeah, because sometimes the young guys, they give you the fresh legs and give you all that bounce. But in this type of a situation, sometimes those legs slow down a little bit as the enormity of the moment overwhelms them. The veteran guys, they tend to come through.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 36. Off the play fake. Barnes. Flush to his right. Oh, it's intercepted. Deontay Banks with it. Both offenses sputtering a little bit here in overtime, Charles, but give credit to the defenses and certainly credit to them on that last play. That was a huge interception.
Oh, I got this the most horrible one.
Overtime with less than 2 minutes to play, and we are still all tied. This offense out there set and ready to go. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Flushed out right. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
These are running back numbers that he's accumulating right now. Received double-digit carries and has rewarded them by breaking the century mark in rushing, in addition to what he's done through the air. Definitely MVP caliber football we're witnessing.
He'll buy some time right. That is caught downfield by Harrison. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime.
Boy, what they about to kick a field goal or one? What the fuck?
Normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout, but instead they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to one possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for the Bears, there was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gauton. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
That shit stressed me out. What the fuck? What the fuck? Got the dub, though. Got the fucking dub. Pulled that shit out. God damn, make sure I like the sub up, chat. Ain't gonna never stop quitting. I can add 30 picks. I ain't gonna stop quitting. Like that game right there is crazy as fuck. I could have ripped my head out. I could have ripped my motherfucking head out. I ain't gonna lie, y'all gonna have to give me like 2. Tired as fuck. I'm tired as fuck. You might roll me up. You might roll something up. 2-minute shot. Give me 2-minute shot. I ain't gonna lie. I'm tired as fuck. I see my eyes right now. My eyes is motherfucking low as shit. No count in my life. No count in my life. I just did like 4 hours on that. Super. 2 hours, 5, 6. I'm dumb as shit. I said 7 hours. Stupid. God, I'm a dumb on this. God damn. I'm not that tired. So my party said 5. This part sound close to 5. That sound close to 5. So yeah, I can say 7 for right there. I think I straightened that bitch for damn near about 500. Hold on real quick,
My fault, chill. Hold on. Give me like 1 minute.
Tonight, from Soldier Field in Chicago, it's a special prime time edition of NFL on EA Sports. It's the Chicago Bears taking on the Atlanta Falcons.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago.
So keeping it contained will be a big emphasis for this defense.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Operating from the gun, Barnes. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
That's really good play design right there, and it's one that comes down to the offensive line. It's a deep in route, but it's only going to work if that line gives you time in the pocket to wait for the route to develop. Mission accomplished there as they pick up the first down.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Off-play action. Barnes. And that's caught inside the 45. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Another big play as they get 28 out of that one.
Not only completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Looking to throw. Barnes eluding the pressure right. He finds his man complete. That's Harrison. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. That's a great example right there to remind everyone of what a weapon he can be as a mobile quarterback, Charles. Nice play to escape the pocket and get his offense into the red zone with a first down.
And defensive coaches losing their mind on that play because they knew about his mobility coming in, and they preached all week long. If he gets outside the pocket, find receivers in your area and cover them. Otherwise, plays like that will continue to result.
To the right side and intercepted. And the Falcons are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out.
Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. Now the enemy pleased at the start.
That's why the guy followed my brother. Follow my brother. Follow Coach James Clark.
Operating from the gun. Barnes escaping the pressure right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here.
Touchdown, Bears. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. But he is such a matchup nightmare down near the goal line, CD. And another example right there on their play for the touchdown.
It's really impossible to defend this guy because that kind of size, he can still get out and run a crisp route, and he has excellent hands. Even if you stick with him, all the quarterback has to do is lob it up, and he can win almost any jump ball.
Out is their quarterback with his offense to take over once more. He had the interception on the opening drive, but bounced back to throw a touchdown last time out. And we'll look to build on that as they start 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Barnes. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And that one results in 35 yards.
What a first quarter he's been putting together. He scored the touchdown earlier, and he's in phase right out of the gate. Right now, he's playing with such confidence, he doesn't believe that they have an answer for him no matter what they do on defense. And here's another big play to prove his point.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Off play action. Barnes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again. Barnes. Flush to his right. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain.
Brandon, there was more on his mind there than just getting to the 1st down marker. Saw an opportunity to get a big play and wasn't going to let the defense do a lot to stop him from getting there.
Back to throw. Barnes. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Marvin Harrison Jr. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Bears lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He's thrown touchdown passes on his last 2 drives as he begins here, 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Barnes. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Huge play there for Chicago. 46 yards. That catch, by the way, got him noteworthy. It's number 764 in his career. Ties him with Hall of Famer James Lofton.
And he's done it just as James Lofton did in his career. Smooth.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Operating from the gun, Barnes, flushed out right. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Looking to throw. Barnes eluding the pressure right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
Off the play fake. Barnes escaping the pressure. Touchdown! Right out there. His first touchdown here in the new campaign. And the Bears have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions, and they're a PAT from going up 21-7.
Yeah, very impressive the way that they moved the football. Full command of their playbook, full command of the way they wanted to.
Here he is the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. He does have the one interception, Charles, but I think that's been more than offset by the 3 first-half touchdown passes.
I would agree with you. There is a blemish, but when you throw 3 touchdown passes to try and erase it, that's a little bit better than the ratio that all NFL coaches are seeking from their quarterbacks, and he's giving it to them.
They'll take the 3-1
every single time.
On 1st and 10, Barnes.
Yeah.
Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. So in the second quarter, he's already out over 100 yards receiving now.
It is 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver. So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Barnes. Throws right side, and that's complete. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A very solid gain of 27. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
That is incomplete. The Bears at 2-0 here to begin the season. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Off play action. Barnes. He's going to take another shot here. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's DJ Turner who's got it. And the Falcons are going to get the football here as the ball will come out 2-20. He's had it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Their quarterback leading this offense back out. Throwing to start the drive. Barnes. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with it defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Barnes. He'll air this one out for Kirk. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Quality coverage that time to slow down has been the main source of offense against them thus far. Got to find a way to slow down that ball in the air.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. That pass caught by McLaurin. And marked him down all the way inside the Atlanta 20. They'll get 34 yards there.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
The 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Looking to throw. Barnes. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down. Back to throw. Barnes. Oh, he's got a man wide open. Complete. Touchdown Bears. A great play there. With his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. What a first half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point. But let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. I don't think anything's out of the question right now. He's blowing up coverages. You've got to double him every snap. Otherwise, he's going to defeat you on almost every.
He notched his 15th touchdown pass of the year on that last drive. And they'll look to keep it going here, 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Barnes. And for the 3rd time here this half, it's intercepted. Patriots stop right around 25. So here are the Bears to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Barnes flushed out right. And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. So a PI call going to cost him there defensively. What did you see?
Well, I think it's the right call, partner, because sometimes we'll see officials kind of let them play. But by the letter of the law, that's definitely a penalty.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Forced out to his left. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a 1st down himself.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Operating from the gun, Barnes. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
the 15. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Barnes. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Barnes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that. Chargers defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, these defensive backs have been getting torched all game long, and finally, a small measure of revenge here. That time the coverage downfield is excellent, and they're right there to battle for the football and force the incomplete pass.
Eluding the pressure right. He finds his man, complete. That's Harrison. And he'll get it up just short of the 45 of the 44. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Trying to get the ball to his tight end in the center of the field where he runs a lot of his routes and ostensibly is extremely comfortable. He was hoping he'd find a seam and a big gainer to go along with it, but that one was incomplete.
And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's from my dick. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
To throw on 2nd down, Barnes. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd and 2, Barnes escaping the pressure right. Oh, heck of a move.
Man.
And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
At this point, this offense feels like they could just roll out anything, and it would work. They are certainly in no hurry for this one to end. Now when they can rack up some stats and continue to add to their lead.
Now this throw caught left side. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
On first down, Barnes. Over the middle, Harrison. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 2 jump plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. They have a nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Touchdown!
Second touchdown of the night. And the Bears are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. So still flowing here in the 4th quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to, because as you
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. Throwing on first down, Barnes. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're off, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
It's a gain of 34.
And this is what we see. They just came out firing and have not backed up, even with the big 4th quarter lead. Here's another completion for big yardage.
And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Touchdown, Bears! Christian Kirk, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears start to open this lead even wider here in the 4th. But Charles, in this win, they've really just had one speed, and that's been all out. They're still driving the ball downfield despite the circumstances and the big lead, and they just continue to find ways to get into the end zone with ease.
They're certainly in that zone where almost everything they try is successful and often leads to points. Teams don't get those types of games very often, so when they do, many of them just want to take advantage of it to the last second.
The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. To throw from his end zone, Barnes, flush to his right. There he goes again. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Let's give him the credit he deserves, because he can really do no wrong. It's got to be demoralizing for a defense to have someone who can cut up your secondary all game long with his arm and then rip up a huge gain like this with his legs. A championship effort from that man under center.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Another big play as they get 28 out of that one.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just got to give us that look.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by DJ Reed. And the Falcons are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. The Bears offense ready to get going again. They go play action here on 1st down. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And incomplete on the deep ball. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Off the play fake. Barnes. He's going to let it go again. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Off play action. Barnes. He's got his man. It's Harrison. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the 1st. A good pickup there, 22. Well, fans expect these primetime slots to deliver some of the best games each week. And, well, one team has certainly followed through with that tonight. Just an absolute clinic, Charles, on offense here. And they don't seem to be done trying to drive that football.
Yeah, and continue your theme about one team enjoying it. One fan base is enjoying it as well. The other fan base, they might disagree with what they've seen, but the one that's winning, they're certainly getting their money's worth.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Barnes. Big strides. Look at him go. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
This game, it was well in hand early, never really in doubt. Charles, you and I do so many games together. There's so much parity in the NFL, a lot of close battles. This was not one. Tip your cap to them for a really impressive effort.
Yeah, and you know, as the game went on, I think the defense kind of got together and said, you see our guys on offense, they're just putting up point after point. We need to leave our mark somehow, too, and they did it, pitching a second-half shutout.
So for Chicago, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Bears get the win at home as we say so long from Soldier Field.
Everybody watch this Xodwvonn. Appreciate everybody like that. Appreciate everybody subbed up. Appreciate sure everybody that's watching this on replay, and she got smashed her like button and stuff, but shit, we really live, man. I'm sure everybody that pop out, she gotta keep that in there, straight move, man. Keep going, man. Nobody still crash out, man. See how I move, man. Till next time. I'm trying to take my shit to sleep. It's 7 hours.